even lift, bro. Although it's really good to use weights for your body, for your physical and mental health. I'm talking about support today, okay? Do you lift when you support? Or do you, like most vocal coaches, tell you to bear down, okay? When I say most rock vocal coaches, if you talk to the classical and many of the kind of, I suppose, pop kind of vocal coach, Eric Arsenault is one of these. He's a very good vocal coach. He's more, I don't know, he probably teaches everything, but he talks about the lift as well. There's a lot of classical vocal coaches that talk about this kind of a lift, or like a squeezing of a tube of toothpaste kind of up towards the top, okay, with your belly. You suck your belly in and lift up. So the reason why I say that works, for me, it works a lot better than this bearing down, because when I would do this bearing down, like they would talk about, like a lot of vocal coaches would talk about, is you're bearing down, or like this lifting something heavy. Oh, okay, so now, and I've talked about that before, but there's a key thing. If you're doing that for compression, you need to have a relaxed throat. And it's very hard to do that, especially if you're used to just, trying to muscle your way through something, okay? Because so that causes a lot of strain in here when you're bearing down and you're trying to get the note out. So there's a lot of pressure up here. Some vocals talk about, like that. Okay, you're forcing that like that. You're causing a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure in there. And you can almost, if you do that, like you will feel this pressure up inside your head. And I used to use that technique a lot, this kind of bearing down, just like muscling my way through things. And it caused me a lot of pain. It caused me a lot of headaches. It's just a really kind of a forceful way to sing, a very struggly way to sing. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to try this along with me, is to think of a lifting. So it's like this position of like an inhale. So that's why there's an Italian term. It's called inhalare, which is inhale for Italian. It's like this feeling you're inhaling, or like a surprise, or like you're gonna sneeze. So when I'm doing that, I'm trying to make the sound without really making any air come out. So that doesn't sound like a very good rock sound. And I'm going to get to that because I'm going to use an example here now of somebody who does this. And you could see this through a lot of, like Bon Scott. You watch videos of him singing without a shirt on. He's not pushing his belly in and out, trying to do stuff. I mean, Chris Cornell, there's videos of him. He's pulling his belly in and up. And another one, Layne Staley. I'm going to show this example here right now because I think this is a very good example of what a lot of vocal coaches will tell you, like what not to do. He raises his shoulders. He's like this. And you could see he's not moving his belly out like a lot of these vocal coaches will talk about, straining your lower belly, or like, to like push out, like you're lifting something heavy, or you're doing a poop. Like you don't want to, especially start that way. If you start the airflow with a really light, like you're inhaling, then you could slowly push into it to get more. But I'm starting with this. So let's play this. This is from Man in the Box. It's a live shot of him. And this is just before the second chorus. And watch what he does with his shoulders. So he'll bring his shoulders up and he'll relax into it. And this is there's a vocal coach called Lily Layman. Okay, no, vocal coach. There's a classical singer called Lily Layman. She wrote this book called, I think it's called How to Sing. Anyway, she talks about leaning the voice against the chest. Okay, so you're leaning. This is this kind of apogeo. You may have heard of that. This is all about support. Okay, if you don't understand support, or you want to know everything there is to know about support, I have a free course down below. It's called Singing Support Secrets. I'm going to put it in the description and also in the pinned comments. Please take that, because support is so much about the great singing. It's like it's the majority of what great singing is made up of, right? So click that link down below and get that, and you'll understand what it is. You'll understand the mechanism around support. There's so much about technique that is so important, especially in rock singing. If you really want to get a powerful rock sound, you need to have proper support. I mean, and support, it takes work, but if you know what to work on, and click that link down below, if you find out what muscles to work on that really work your support muscles, you'll see in this particular shot here, you're going to see where Layne Staley is going to lifting. Okay, so I'm just going to show you this here now, and I'll just put the headphones on so I can listen along with you. Okay. Okay, so pay special attention to his belly. Now, his belly, you won't see it move in or out. You'll see his shoulders come up, and he'll lean that. He's like kind of leaning that voice against the chest. Now watch this and just see. So watch his belly. So you didn't see it go out. His shoulders are like here. Look. So he kind of lifts up. In my eyes. So what he's doing, lift that. That is a relaxed throat. When you do that, like a yawning or like surprise. Surprise! Hey! Hey, in my eyes. Okay. Nice and relaxed. When you have nice and relaxed and you're, so try that with me now. Try that, like, it's kind of a position of that inhale. What we're doing there is, starting off really light. Let this that you hear that really tight chord closure is a very clean note. So it doesn't sound very rock, but then as you engage the chords, then start to just and then you can push in a little bit like that, like as if you're like as if your lungs are like a bellows and you're just pushing down against your ribs to like that, your intercostal muscles there on the outside of your ribs to kind of push your ribs together to push that sound up and out. So like you're yawning, and then you hear that, and then that's really, let's listen to what Layne's doing now. Say, you could even do it. Save me. I hear that nice tight chord closure, okay? My eyes. It's a bit even, allowing some air to come out the nasal passage. My eyes. Okay, that didn't sound good, but let's go on to the last chorus, and you can really see there as well what he's doing with his belly. And then also the shoulders lifting up to get that nice big lungs full of air to be able to punch that sound out. And that lifting also. If you think of like saying that fade on the inhale, fade my eyes, you're doing it up on the inhale, fade, like on the top of the breath, like on the breath. You might hear on the breath from some other vocal coaches. It's a very good way to sing. Fade. So anyway, try this along with him right now. We're going to do this. Okay. And watch again what he does with his belly. Okay, so you see a little relaxing before. Okay, so that's just what you're gonna do when you take a breath in. Your belly is like relaxed just the moment before you take that breath in, and then you'll see him just tightening up his, not only just his abs, but you'll see his intercostals tighten up as well. So, fade my eyes, and you'll see when you make the sound, when you allow that sound to come out at the top of the breath, you're really, you're gonna be able to put a lot of oomph into it, a lot of pressure and compression to get that. And when you have that tight chord closure, you can really get a raspy sound without, a lot of force, a lot of bearing down, a lot of pain in the throat, all that, which I think this has worked wonders for my singing lately. And it's like I've just taken a new approach to singing that has really helped me a lot. So let's just watch this one more time. You can just see how he... My eyes! It just really tightens up everything. But he starts with that clean chord closure. Bright. Just try that with me. Like this. I'm allowing a little bit of that air come through there to get that really bright sound. So I hope this works for you. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. See you on the next one.